Good morning, guys, and welcome back to T2SMC Trader. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. If you guys can hear me, if everything is good, please let me know before I start the stream. It's important, okay? And I hope that today it's gonna be absolutely okay. There will be no electricity problem. I hope so. Please let me know if you can hear me, okay? Hey, Vin, good morning. Kamimi, good morning, sir. Ishfa, good morning. Vin, all good. Thank you, brother, for confirming that. I just need 1 minute to 2 minutes. I will wait. No, just the greetings. And then I'll talk about yesterday's price action actually a bit, and all of these things I'll explain. I mean, I'll talk about that, and then I will expect today's price action, whatever is going to happen today. Okay, that's cool. Perfect. Let's see who else is over here. Good morning, Trader Cubs. Hey, Greg. Good morning, sir. Happy to see you, brother. Hey, Shachin. I'm cool, man. Thanks for asking. How are you, sir? You're good. Why you call me sir? Okay, I don't wanna I mean spend the time, otherwise I won't be able to cover everything I wanna explain. So would love to go for the price action. However, before the electricity is gone yesterday, I was talking about this inverse gap. I was talking about this high to be taken. It should not take that high over here. That high should not be taken that high. Instead of that, I wanna use this gap as inverse gap, and I wanna see if it can fall for this first presented gap top, if it can come until here. And then I had the target, all of this target actually. This was clean lows over here, and then I have some sell side liquidity around that area below this low, and finally I had this sell side liquidity and that sell side liquidity over here. There was an unfortunate electricity was gone before it happened, but as I can see here, when this candle closed below this inverse gap, there was no retest of this inverse gap. Instead of that, market just keep falling and hit all the target. This is really so frustrating. So I was just sending the message to my Discord, and Dunchu, are you here, brother? Dunchu, are you here? Hey, Alex, good morning. Dunchu, if you're here, please let me know that, brother. So Dunchu told me that what is the benefit if you know the bias and still you didn't get the entry over there. So this is the first thing I want to start my talking for today. If you know the bias and if you don't get an opportunity to take entry, what is the benefit? This is a really good question. Now, the first benefit, I'm not going to take the buy over here. That is the first benefit because I know this market is going to fall. Yeah, I didn't get the entry. I agree with you. But I'm going to avoid the losing trade. So if you can avoid a losing trade, of course, that's a profit. I will say like that way. I feel like that way. So if you know the bias, first of all, you will be able to avoid a losing trade. This is the most important part. Secondly, if you know the bias, maybe you miss this trade, but I promise you that you will get a thousands other opportunities as long as your target is not going to be hit and you are just going to hold your bias. So when I'm seeing this run is happening over here, I'm not going to get very, like, oh man, my bias is wrong. No, no, I will keep waiting as long as I'm not going to get the selling opportunity. That was the first trade that didn't work yesterday. I would love to go with every single bearish model without a hard time frame, without liquidity taken, without everything. Just will look for there is a market structure shift, there is a fair value gap. I wanna take that sell if it works or not. Okay. I wanna see like yesterday I was bearish and I was watching the market. Was that going to happen or not? However, I'm going to target this first presented gap, not going to target this sell side liquidities over there until this first presented gap. Okay. After missing this trade, when this market started to go higher again, I'm not going to get very upset because I know that I'm going to get another opportunity to take the sell. First of all, you will be able to see that here market is built some kind of the trend line liquidities over here, something like that way. So this trend line liquidity has been taken. Market went higher one more time. No market structure shift. I have already teach you how to look for the perfect market structure shift. Finally, I found a market structure shift over here. This one, a perfect market structure shift around that area. Okay. After the market structure shift, this is the fair value gap. Market tap to this fair value gap. I wanna enter over here. My target is over there. My stop loss is above this high, around this high. Okay. Or maybe you're overzealous, you put a stop loss above the origin high, okay, which is 24 handle. Your target is this 48 handle. What I teach you, take 1:1 partial, put your stop loss to the break even. So as you can see here, I got the immediate reaction. Immediately market tap to this gap. So I got the entry over here. I'm interested to take a partial around 24 handle, okay. So this is the 24 handle, 1:1 partial. Partial has been cleared. Stop loss at the break even. I got a partial, got stopped out, one profit. Then market actually did something over here. There is no lower market structure shift. I'm not talking about the inverse gap because no inverse gap is valid over here. I've already told you what I look for the inverse gap. I gave you this example in live and I was trying to give you this example by pushing the button because of the electricity. I was not here, but also I can see it didn't retest this gap. Otherwise, if it retested that gap, would be able to catch that whole fall over here. That was absolute unfortunate over there. Market went higher. Look at this. Is there any market structure shift or anything over there? Lower market structure shift. I'm only interested to take the sell. Finally, I found another market structure shift. Now you can look for this low as a market structure shift if you want. Otherwise, if you want to avoid this one, instead of that, you want to go with this one, both of them are valid. However, I'm just going to go for this one for the sake of this conversation. Either way, this is inside the lunch hour, so we're not going to take this type of trade which is inside the lunch hour. But I'm just going to market because I was watching all of this setup, in live. I was just watching them. So here, this is the entry fair value gap, or I have the only one gap over there. One, two, three, four. Within four candle, I got another entry which is inside the lunch hour. Of course, not a valid trade. For the sake of this conversion, I'm just watching every single cell setup, okay, over here. I have some liquidity here, a gap over there, which is also kind of entry gap, or you can also target this last gap. You can do whatever you want to do. I wanna just say, can it give me 1:1 partial, which is 20 handle? So I think here I'll be able to get a partial over here from this fair value gap, market structure shift fair value gap. It gave me immediate reaction. I am going to get 1:1 partial, and then I will try to hold the trade until that area or maybe until this last fair value gap. I was just watching these lows over here. Can it target this low? And finally, I got that run after clearing the partial, another 57 handle profit. Is there any market structure shift? No. Then I found this market structure shift over here, which is a beautiful market structure shift. After clearing this buy side liquidity, it has traded 15-minute bearish fair value gap. That is a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. You can go and watch it because I was also watching this live. Give me this market structure shift. I'm going to mark it. I'm just trying to show you if I know the bias and if I miss a trade, right? The first trade, I miss it over there. Am I going to be profitable if I just keep holding the bias and if I keep trading the same logic again and again? Here, I want to see if it can trade this fair value gap immediately. And I can see that it has done this over here by the first candle, which is a sell around that area. Stop loss above this high, which is here, 16 handle. So I'm going to clear 1:1 partial, which is 20 handle. Because it's 16 handle, my minimum partial level is 20 handle. So I'm going to take a partial over here. Then I'll get stopped out to the break even. After putting the stop loss to the break even, I'll get stopped out over here. 24 handle, 57 handle, 20 handle. Market went higher. It came there exactly over here. Again, I'm not looking for the buy sell liquidity to be taken. Otherwise, I wouldn't go for this trade. After seeing this, I am not interested to go for this trade over here because it has clearly built a buy side liquidity around that area. See here, this high and that high. So I'm not going to take this high. as long as, I mean, sorry, not this trade, as long as I'm not going to get the confirmation, this high is not going to be taken. But still, I will only go for the 22 YT model because I'm interested to take the sell. I found another 22 YT model over here. See this here area, market structure shift, fair value gap, immediately got the entry, stop loss above this high, above that high, which is 14 handle or 15 handle. More interested to take a partial around 20 handle. Okay, so something like that, 20 handle. Took the partial, got a stop out to the break even. I'm just showing you 1:1 partial. Then I'll try to hold the trade as long as it can fall. Market beat consolidation, then gave me another 22 YT model, which is also a beautiful 22 YT model around that area. I was watching all of them in live. Another market structure shift, another fair value gap. Is that immediate reaction? One, two, three. Within three candle, I got the entry over here. Stop loss above this high. I was just watching it by putting it above this high over here because that was the buy side liquidity around that area. I'm only bearish if the market leave the buy side liquidity over here. I'm not interested to take this one. But when it will fail to take that one, I'm going to go for this one because market is going to leave that buy side liquidity for tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow, something like that. Another market structure shift, another entry, stop loss 22 handle, going to take a partial around 22 handle, wherever it is 22 handle. So I'll take a partial over there, 1:1 partial, and then I'll try to hold the trade until this first presented gap by trailing the stop loss. Maybe I will survive, maybe I will not survive. So make it very practical because if I were here, I was trading this market, I would get stopped out by this specific candle. Okay, so maybe until that area, I would be able to hold it until that area because I would hold my target by covering this water block until that area. I would get stopped out over here after clearing the partial, which is kind of 49 handle. So I know the bias. And then after that, the last hour, I'm not interested to trade. If I would love to go for that trade, I can frame another sell setup and you will be able to see how beautifully it has worked. Look over here. No lower market structure shift with a fair value gap. Even if you watch this one, it's not valid because this swing low is not valid for shifting market structure. Even though it worked or fall a lot, I don't care, but this is not a 22 YT model. Then market went higher, give me another market structure shift here. See this low has been shifted over here. This is the fair value gap. Market came back to this fair value gap. One, two, three, four, five. Within five candle, I will not take this sell, but it is outside of the session. So of course, we are not going to get that setup. And eventually, I'm not going to trade after like 3 p.m. or 3:15 p.m. Now, my question to you: if you know the market is going to fall. Now, if I go for the buy setup, maybe I'll find some buy setup over there. 100% I'll get that. But I'm not interested to go for the buy. I'm only interested to take the sell. If I find the sell, I will find first opportunity here, second opportunity there, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. All of them worked. Simply all of them worked. This is what you should do while you are trading and you know the bias and you are waiting for that. What is the most important, I mean, difficult part? The most difficult part is when I'm seeing this, I'm going to take this sell and I'm going to hold my trade over until that area without taking partial, without secured my stop loss, like to the break even. I'm trying to hold it and it's not going to work. And then I'm seeing this run. After coming here, I'm interested to take the buy for this buy side liquidity. Market is not going to take this buy side liquidity. Then I'm going to get this one. I'm going to take the sell again, going to hold the trade until that area without the partial, without moving my stop loss to the break even. Then I'm going to get stopped out over here or maybe until that area, wherever it is, you are going to get stopped out. And then you are going to take the buy again because you're thinking this buy side liquidity is going to be taken, you're going to get stopped out, and then finally when this setup is going to happen, you're not able to enter into the market because your account is already gone. That's why I keep saying, if you are bullish, keep looking for the buying opportunity. If you are bearish, keep looking for the selling opportunity. If you are bearish and you are seeing your bias is wrong, still my bias is wrong, still that was a bullish market, I will find a lot of selling opportunity. If I follow one rules, take a partial around 1:1, put your stop loss to the break even, trail your stop loss when the market is going toward your direction. Just keep trailing them, okay? As long as you are not going to get stopped out. Keep securing your profit. You will be profitable, man. Now, if I'm bullish, sorry, bearish, market is going higher, like two bearish setup didn't work. Okay, I followed every single rules, but it didn't work. Two setup didn't work. Either switch to next account or just stop trading in that specific day. I'm going to take this sell. I'm going to take this sell, this sell, this sell, this sell. I'm not a trader. I'm a gambler. I got this sell. I'm profitable. I walk out. from in front of my chart. I'm a profitable trader. I got partial, put stop loss to the break even, got stop loss to the break even. I just went out or I walk away from in front of my chart. I'm the trader. But after getting this, I'm going to take this one. 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 I'm not a trader. I'm a gambler. This is very simple. As long as you're not able to walk out, you are not a trader. I don't care how many days you are making profit. You will be able to see me like 30 days you are green. You are not still a profitable trader. You will be a disaster. You will like the time will come, you will see that you are just keep blowing your account. Unfortunately, that's the true nature of trading. You have to learn how to walk out. Two loss, walk out in front of your chart. One win, walk out from your in front of your chart. If you have more accounts, then switch, try to take another trade. If it works, for example, I have three account. Okay. I'll try to take this one, then I'll try to take this one, then I will try to take this one, three. Okay. I don't care what is going to happen next. I don't care how beautiful sell liquidity is over there. I don't care if the market come to this first presented gap or not. I don't care about anything else. All I care, did it work with my logics, which is fixed loss, maybe $500. I took $500 loss. I'm just not going to take any trade over there. I don't care how beautiful the setup is, like how beautiful everything is. If I have more accounts, then I will switch the account and I will try to trade over there. I'll follow the same rules over there again. One loss, two loss, stop. One win, just stop. Just stop, man. Learn it, earn the earn the profit from this trading. Trading is really so beautiful things. As long as you are not going to violate these rules I'm trying to give you, I'm pushing you, I'm forcing you to follow this one, because if you follow these two rules, two loss stop, one win stop, follow a specific setup. Don't go for sometimes inverse gap, sometimes breaker block, sometimes order block, sometimes mitigation block, 22 YT model, silver bullet model, mmxm model. Don't try this one. Hold on with one setup, one model, whatever model you feel like, you feel good, hold on with that model. And when you will hold on with that model, and that model is going to give you one win, walk away. Two loss, walk away. Just stop trading over there. Follow these things. Your 90% psychology is going to be recovered by just by these rules. Just by these rules. I'm not able to follow these things as well. Okay. Sometimes I don't follow it because I'm a human being. It doesn't mean that you can't follow this. I can't follow it. You can follow it. That means you are better than me. You are a good trader, man, because you can control yourself. The yourself is not going to control you. Okay. So something like that. Your emotion is not going to control you. You're going to control your emotion. I don't know Danchu is over here or not. If Danchu is over here, I hope he will understand what is the benefit to know the bias. Even though you will miss some trade, but eventually you will be profitable most of the times. Not always, but most of the time. This is the price action before the 9:30, and as you can see, the price, as I keep saying, now these days trading is much more easier outside of the AM session. So AM session is bit messy. Most of the time, it doesn't give the entry, or most of the time, it's disaster, like disaster. The AM session, PM session, lunch hour, London session, 7 AM kill zone, Asia session, all of them are really so beautiful. Now, all you can see how beautifully market fall and clear almost every single sell side liquidity. See this line and that line. Still, they are my target. Still, I am bearish. Still, I am interested to take the sell. If you are bullish, please keep looking for the buy. I hope you will be profitable. You will be right, and I will be wrong. Market is not going to fall. But as I told you, as long as the TGIF line is not going to be traded by Tuesday or Monday, I will keep looking for those lines as my target. When they will be traded, I will start to look for buy. Overall, for the long term, I am bullish, but for a short period of time, like yesterday and today, as the TGIF line is not been traded yet, I'm still bearish. So I'll keep looking for the sell as long as this market is not going to touch at least this line. After touching this line, if it keep falling, then maybe I'll try to take this trade. But when the market will touch this line, I'm just done for trading over here. Like whatever I'm going to frame, it's a low probability. And I believe that tomorrow maybe or the day after tomorrow, I will buy two more Lucid account just to punish myself, because last time when I blew that funded account after making a lot of profit, I was just waiting for the payout and then I blew the account by the Friday. So it was my fault because I was doing something shit. I took the break to cool down, and you can see last 3 days, today, yesterday, and the last Friday, I was not even pushing the button. This is what I do when I just, like, I know that I'm doing something wrong. I have to I have to teach myself, I have to punish myself. I don't push the button. I just keep framing the trade, but I don't push the button. This is how I try to cool down. This is my psychology. It works for me. It doesn't mean that you have to do that. You can do whatever you it works for you, but I will just go for maybe today is the last day. I'll just try to buy two Lucid account or maybe three, and I'll make one giveaway. Okay. Just depending on my money. I still don't know how many accounts, but if I will try my level best to buy one more account so that I can make a giveaway for you guys. Okay. So I'll buy two for me and I'll buy one for you guys. I'll try to do that. Okay. No expectation except the bearishness. I'm interested to see this two line, any of this line to be traded by today. Okay, that is my interest to see it today. Let me see from 15-minute chart if I have something very peculiar. Buy side liquidity, buy side liquidity. Okay, I'm not going to mark it like this way. I'm going to mark it like that way. Okay, so buy side liquidity here as well. This is the new day opening gap from yesterday. This is that new day opening gap around that area. Prior to 9:30, I'm bearish. So this market is not respecting any bearish fair value gap. No, no. It's not bearish. Any bearish fair value gap is not going to be respected. So prior to 9:30, I have no way to mark any sort of gap to give the highest priority. As I'm bearish, I'm not watching this gap. But if I'm wrong and the market is bullish, this gap can hold the market. For me, I'm bearish, so I'm not giving any priority to this bullish gap. Okay. If I saw that there is a bearish gap that market is respecting, I would mark that gap and I would say that as long as this gap is not broken, I will keep looking for the selling opportunity. If that gap is broken, either I'm going to stop trading or I will start to look for some sort of buy, something like that. As I don't have any bearish gap over there, see this gap, it's not important to me at all because it's been broken by the body. So I can't use this gap anymore as my prior to 9:30 gap. So I can't look for any 9:30 prior to 9:30 gap. So I will wait here. This is the only buy side liquidity I can see over here for now. Before around 9:30, Jura Swing will send the market to take this liquidity, trade this gap, and then it will start to fall. Acceptable. Otherwise, if it is started to fall from here, maybe I'll miss the trade. I don't care, but I'm only interested to see if it can fall until that line. So if I'm bearish, I need to look for any sort of sell side liquidity that I can mark over here. And I found one beautiful sell side liquidity over here, which is an obvious liquidity. So this sell side liquidity is gonna be my target around that area. This sell side liquidity is going to be my target for today. Okay. 9:20. Oh, by the way, I would love to talk about the 8:30 as well. This was the CPI candle, and we have learned to how to trade the CPI in a very specific way. Unfortunately, you see this CPI candle. It's not like very convincing to take any sort of buy or sell. Like this is an indecisive candle. We are not used to trade this type of candle around the CPI, so this CPI didn't have any opportunities to push the button. Thank you guys for being over here. Let me see if there is any comment, any new guys. Good morning, Kishore. Hey, Audrey. Walaikum salam, brother. Hey, Tamimi. Thank you, brother. Sujivan, good morning, sir. Kindly don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. Please don't forget to push the like button and subscribe to our channel, okay? Please don't forget to do that. Hey, Uchuk. I'm also gambler. I think you and me were watching the market around that area. So Uchuk, you were the guy who replied me around that area. I was watching every single bearish model over there and I was seeing how beautifully it is working. Maybe some could work for me, some couldn't work for me because I would try to hold the trade without the partial. Maybe I would get stopped out to the break even. But yeah, this is what it is. Muito bem, obrigado. Bom dia, Jamil. Tudo bem, brother? Tudo bem, amigo? Hey, Chatur. Good morning, sir. How are you? Guys, please don't forget to push the like button. This is the only thing I'm interested to ask you guys. 88 people are watching, 30 likes. Can you please make it 50 likes? Please do that. If any of you are interested to join us through our Discord, there is the link on the right bottom corner. You see here. This is the link, Discord link. It's absolutely free. So you can join us through our Discord. Hey Sethander. Good morning, brother. This is the opening gap. If it build a gap over here by the next candle, I would love to take the sell from that gap until this sell side liquidity, and then until that line. Okay. So if it build any sort of bearish gap over here, I'll try to take that sell. I'm not asking any of you to go for this trade, but this is going to be my first trade for today. If there is a gap around that area, if there is no gap, there is no trade. This is also the first presented gap according to me. Okay. So please don't ask me any question about the first presented gap. This is the first presented gap according to me. So I'll write it down like here, according to me. If there is a gap, okay, I don't know there will be any gap or not. If there is a gap, then this is going to be my first presented fair value gap. Let me see. Yeah, this is going to be my first trade for today. Market has to trade this gap within five candle. Maximum five candle is allowed to trade this gap. If I miss it, I'll miss it. Okay, I don't care about that. This is the first candle. I have four more candle to give me the entry before clearing this sell side liquidity. If this sell side liquidity is taken, I don't care. I will not take the sell over here. I will have no opportunities to take the sell. Come on, man. Come on. Just trade that. Okay. There you go. That is the entry. For example, if I am in this trade, I would love to take a partial around here. That should be the partial. If any of you are in this trade, if any of you are in this trade, you have to take a partial over here, and you have to put your stop loss to the break even. That is the first rule of trading. I would love to go one is to one partial. Previously I would go for 20 handle only, but now these days I just go for one is to one partial because that is more, logical to me. I was not able to put my stop loss above this high because it's 40 handles. So I would love to cover just the rejection block with my stop loss. If it doesn't work, then I'll get 29 handle loss over there. Otherwise, I would love to take a partial over here. If any of you are in this trade and it provided you the opportunities to take the partial, you didn't take the partial, it's your choice, man. I don't want to see anybody close above the first presented gap, to be honest. If the body close, that's going to be disaster. I hope the body is not going to close above the first presented gap. Until now, I'm safe because body didn't close. Come on, man, give me the partial. Seriously? Come on. I'm not asking any of you to go for this trade, but if you are in this trade, you have to take the partial over here. Now, you should put your stop loss to the break even. If I were you, I would put my stop loss over here, just over there. But I'm not asking any of you to do that. Just put your stop loss to the break even after clearing the partial. I'm just saying if I am here trading this chart in front, like trading this chart, my stop loss would be exactly over there. But you don't need to put it over here. This 7 handle, you don't need to take that risk. You can simply put your stop loss to the break even. If you get a stop loss to the break even after 29 handle partial, you should be profitable. There is no, I mean, like you should be profitable. This is so simple. Why here? Because this highest up close body close candle should work as an order block. This market can go until the 50% from body to body. So I have to cover the 50% of this order block with my stop loss plus some tick because we can did the damage. Sometimes we can did the damage. So I have to put it over here as long as it's not going to build any sort of bearish gap. Or maybe it's just, like taking some trade and then build a bullish gap. In that type of scenario, maybe I'll put my stop loss to the break even. Otherwise, my stop loss should be here around that area. This should be my stop loss. Okay, let's put it here for the sake of this conversation. This should be my stop loss. I'll tell you when I'll move it. Again, I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. I'm just trying to show you the logics over here to take the sell. Market went higher, cleared this high, trade this highest up close body close candle. That highest up close body close candle that has traded here, this fair value gap, which is a beautiful order block, traded this order block, built the 22 YT model, market structure shift, fair value gap, as well as the first presented fair value gap. Market has this sell side liquidity here, this sell side liquidity here. This is the obvious sell side liquidity, okay? This sell side liquidity here, and then I believe this market will come over there. So this is a logical trade to me. I will try to take the partial over here. Will put my stop loss exactly over here, here, around here, not to the break even. And then I'll try to hold the trade if it can fall here. Otherwise, I'll take this 700 loss. You don't need to take this 700 loss. I repeat, you can simply put your stop loss to the break even and try your luck, man. Just try your luck. I'm watching just the opening of this candle. Can it hold the market and send it lower? This is one of the best order block to me over here. Let's see if I can survive. This is why I didn't want to put my stop loss over here because we can did the damage. So I'm not preferring to put my stop loss to the break even, just cover the 50% and some tick. Okay, we can did the damage just because of that. Okay, got stopped out. So this one worked until the 50% of the line. Okay, so 1:1 partial and 700 loss for me. Perfect. Market opened, we got 29 handle partial. Simply good. I don't know if any of you are in this trade or not. You wanna take the buy? Go for it, man. Just go for it, okay? This is your best opportunity to take the buy. I'm not taking any buy. I'm just watching. Can the market come here and then fall or give me another selling opportunity? So right now, I'll just wait. I'm going to remove this one. I'm gonna keep this one, okay? As long as it's going to work, I'll keep them. I mean, even if it doesn't work, I don't care. Just keep like that way. My first trade worked until the partial. I know some of you will say, brother, this is bullshit. But I prefer it's a good trade. So 29-30 handle is good. Was there anyone in that trade? Please let me know that. Man, it's not did. Man, it's not did. What did you say? Tudo bem, amigo? Obrigado. Nada. Weak can do the damage. Man, it's not did. Weak can do the damage. Okay, I told he did the damage. I'm so sorry, brother. My English is not good. Okay, thank you for correcting me. Thank you, man. I prefer I highly appreciate it, brother. If I say something wrong, just correct me, man. I highly appreciate it, man. Brother, what's the rule today? Bet to trade due to news. What's your quick verdict? I only came to the charts now. I'm just interested to see this line to be traded. That's all I'm interested today. So if it can come here, I'll start to look for sell again. That buy side liquidity will be taken. Market will come to this area. I'll start to look for sell again. You wanna take the buy? Go for it, man. Highly appreciate it. We can do the damage. Yeah, Ibrahim. Thank you so much, brother. Was there anyone who was in that trade? Just let me know if there was anyone who got that trade. A very small scalp for 20, 30 handles, something like that. Brother, this is a good buying opportunity. 22 buy model. Go for it. Highly appreciate it. I'm interested to take the sell. Only sell is valid to me. Oh, nobody took that sell. Come on, man. That was a nice trade, man. Okay, no problem. If any of you are interested to take this buy, don't hesitate. Just take the buy. I would love to see this market to come here to frame the next sell for me. So I will let this market to go until that area. Then I will take the sell. Otherwise, if my bias was bullish, when this gap has been broken, I would start to look for the buying opportunity. That could be my buy over here. As I'm not bullish, I'm only interested to take the sell. I will wait for the selling opportunity, letting go all the buying opportunity. Now my bias is wrong. Market is keep going higher, keep going higher. I will not frame any trade as long as it's not going to give me any sort of selling opportunity. So I will only take the sell. I'm watching how it is going to be reacted from the hourly bearish gap. There is a hourly bearish gap. I prefer market to let, it will go higher and trade the new day opening gap from yesterday, trade the 50% of the opening gap. There is also an hourly bearish gap as well as 50-minute bearish gap. I prefer to see this market to go until that area, then it will fall. So let's see if it can fall. Anna, show you something over here actually. Just let me show you that. Look at this Dow. Just look at this Dow, man. How extremely bearish it is. Now these days, Dows works so beautifully according to the understanding of the market. The price action Dow works so beautifully rather than E-mini S&P or the Nasdaq. But it is what it is. We are trading Nasdaq. We're not going to give up. We'll frame another sell again. I'm waiting for take a minor buy side, then and only then I'm trying to sell. Good. I appreciate it, brother. So I think it has cleared some minor buy side liquidity, like this buy side liquidity over here. All of this buy side liquidity has been cleared, trading the last parallel gap from 1 minute chart here. Let me mark that exit gap. It's not going to hold the market, I believe. I believe it won't hold the market. Yeah, it's been broken. So now I would love to see if it can go until the 50%, then the sell is can it happen after coming here a bit higher. Okay, this is the 50-minute bearish gap over here inside the new day opening gap from yesterday. Inside the new day opening gap from yesterday, also there is the hourly bearish gap. So a lot of things is over here. It's perfect. If it can come over here, then fall. It will be awesome. If it started to fall from there, I won't be able to frame any sell around that area. So I need this market to come over here. That is the best case of scenario. Yeah. I prefer this market to come here, then fall. Eventually it will fall, I believe, but I prefer to take that sell from that area. If it fall from there, I won't be able to take this trade. Okay. Simple. Waiting for 15 minutes last gap for take sell. I'm also watching if the market can come over here before taking the sell. I really don't want to see the fall from there. Okay, I really don't want to see that. Please, if it happened from there, I'll miss all the fall. Unfortunately, but you are highly appreciated if you find any opportunity to take the sell. You are highly appreciated. Please go for it. I'm bearish. I want to take the sell, but I don't want to take the sell from there. I would. Oh man, come on. No, I will not take this sell. Okay, you guys can go for it. I'm not going to take any sort of sell over here. I'm still watching. Can the market come here, and then I'll try to take the sell. Unfortunately, if it fall from there, I won't be able to take this sell. And I don't know what is this shit. It's like 40. How many handle is going to be? It's kind of 54 handle. That's cool. I'm only bearish. I will take the sell. I'm telling you, brother, but I can't take the sell from here. First presented fair value gap according to me. So if you have any problem with the first presented gap, mark it according to yourself or the way you have learned the first presented gap. This is the first presented gap to me. So let's see if it can hold the market, send it higher one more time to send the market here around this area. I'm not going to take the sell, even though I'm bearish. I can't take the sell from here after seeing this beautiful buy side liquidity to be built over there. Yeah, I know that it's rejecting from new day opening gap, but still it's not convincing to me, unfortunately. I'm not seeing any clear thing over here. Okay, nothing, nothing is clear to me. So I prefer to wait. I took this photo the day before yesterday, I guess. All of them. How's that? My favorite camera. You wanna take the sell? Please go for it. I'm just watching. I still believe it will go a bit higher, at least a bit higher. Until now, there is no sell setup to me. I'm just not interested to take any short of sell right now. It will fall without me. I highly appreciate it, man. And I will say, oh wow, my bias was good, but I was unable to enter. So for me, there is no sell. I know, brother. It has traded the new to opening gap. I know that. But for me, there is no sell. I am not bullish. I didn't talk about any sort of buy here. I am bearish. I'm not taking any sell over here. For me, there is no sell. I'll miss it. I'll miss it, man. Okay. I gave up. My hand is up. Not going to take the sell. Hi, brother. Hey, RP. Those photos are pretty amazing. Seriously, man. Thank you, Jancy. Love you, brother. I love you, brother. I love you. I love you too. To be honest, man. I love to take photos, man. My wallpaper, there is a photo. I don't know. You'll be able to see it or not. I hope it will go higher. Like, can you see this photo over here? I hope you can see it. This one also taken by me. I took this one as well from Portugal, of course. Those two guy, they're pretty friendly, by the way. So I took the photo and later I show them. Wow, it's going higher now. That's cool. Are you going to take the buy? Not yet. I like your self control, brother. I'm trying to do the same. It's tough, even for me, while the people are watching live. Like I'm in front of the people and I'm bearish and I'm seeing these things and I'm saying that I'm not interested to take this sell. It's highly, you know, difficult sometimes. But yeah, you should do that. But when this was falling, there was no logic for me to take the sell. There was absolutely no logic. If you ask me, I prefer to take a buy now until this area. I want to take a trade here. For example, I'm trading by myself. See this candle closed? It will tap here. I'll take the buy over there, like exactly from there. Do you know why? Exactly from this. I'm not taking this trade, okay? I'm just chilling. I'm here in front of my chart. I'm alone. I'm interested to take this buy, like stop loss maybe here around this area until this area over here, at least to this gap. This buy is valid to me rather than taking this sell. The reason is, first of all, this is the inverse gap to me, which is valid. First of all, this is valid because market tap to this gap and then fall to this low over here. That low has been cleared by this low. It is rejecting from this last fair value gap as well as the first presented gap. So I prefer to take the buy from this inverse gap until that area. I'm not taking this buy. This position is not good. I'm not going to take this buy over here. I will only frame the sell. I repeat these things to you guys. Even if it works, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to take any sort of buy, but I'm saying like I want to take a buy. But I have to take a trade here. Like something like I have to take. There is no other way. I have to go for a trade. I'll prefer to take a buy over here rather than taking a sell. However, it didn't work. Maybe I would get a stop out over there. But that sell is not valid to me. sell will be valid if I see something good over there. Still now there is nothing. Simply this market went higher, then falling. This is just a bounce. So market bounced from there. For me, there is no trade. If you have any opportunities, go for the trade. Okay, guys, I found the opportunities. If the next candle build a bearish gap over here, I'll take the sell from that bearish gap. Market went higher, failed to take this line or trade this area. Instead of that, it has traded the new day opening gap, fall, build a swing low, went higher, failed to go to the deep premium, gave me the market structure shift, fair value gap. I prefer to take a sell now. This is going to be my second trade for today. And in this time, I'll put my stop loss just above this candle and I will try to hold the trade until this area. Now I have a setup over there. I have a model over there. So I would prefer to go for a sell from this gap. If it take me, of course, I'll try to take this sell now. This is gonna be my second trade for today after this one. If it gives me the opportunities. So until here, I had nothing to do. And when it failed, this run failed, break all of this PDRS, like all of this PDRS is going to be broken. I'm just going to take the sell from this gap right now. And I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove that. I'm gonna mark this gap. Prefer to take the sell from this area from 22 IT model. If it fail, sorry, if it build another gap over here, I have to take the sell from that gap. But it depends how much stop loss I'm going to observe. I mean, I'm going to digest over here. I have to observe the gap. Sorry, stop loss. For example, I want to take the sell over here. My stop loss has to be over there, which is 48 handle. 48 handle for this 92 handle. Logical, pretty logical. Let's see. Otherwise, it will fall. I don't care, man. I would frame this sell if it could come over here. As it didn't, I'm not interested to take the sell. I told you my bias is bearish. Even though it was bearish, it is falling. I had no idea. Now I'm forcing the market over here because in this type of scenario, my stop loss has to be here, which is nearly impossible for me. So I'll try to cover the 50% of the breakaway gap by believing market is not going to go for this breakaway gap. If it built this gap and gave me the entry within 5 candle, this is gonna be my second trade for today. Okay, so I will put it here, there. Not even going to cover the 50%, just going to believe this first presented gap. Within 5 candle it tap, I will take the sell. Otherwise, I'm going to let it go. And I'll let him to trade this line. Then I'll start to look for the buy again. First candle, within 5 candle, it has to give me the entry without clearing any short of sell side liquidity. Now I have the model, market structure shift, fair value gap, entry gap, breakaway gap. The model I have. Market has cleared this buy side liquidity prior to 9:30. I showed you this buy side liquidity. Market trade this new day opening gap. Failed to trade exactly where I was expecting it will trade. Failed it. Gave me the setup. Wanna take this trade from this fair value gap over here. But as you can see, the stop loss is pretty much bigger, like 64 handle. I'll just take the risk with 40 handle by covering just the first presented gap high. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Within 5 candle, it has to give me the entry. It doesn't, I'll let it go. In this morning session, a lot of times I miss the trade, unfortunately. A market doesn't give me the entry. It's not my fault. Ah, brother, that was the entry. Go for it, man. There was no setup to me. As I was saying, I prefer to take the buy here. My bias is not buy bullish, so of course, I'm not interested to take the buy. But here, I prefer to take the buy rather than selling. Like something like I have to go for a trade. Like there is no other way. I have to take this trade in that type of scenario. This low will be taken by tick. Just by a tick, this entry is not valid. One, two, three. Okay. So no more trade. No trade for me. So it's falling. Without me, I'm happy to see that. It's really, I know that it's very hard. I know it's very hard. But this is what it is, man. I told you that I don't give a shit about this run. I know that this market will fall, but the way it has fallen, like not possible for me to take entries, unfortunately. Like how beautifully it built the liquidity over there. I would frame any sort of selling opportunity if it could come over here. Water block, inverse gap, 22 YT model, whatever I could find over there. I would start to look for sell from that area. But here I can't, unfortunately. So I'll let it go. You got that fall? I happy, man. I really happy for that. We can do the as I'm waiting on blah, 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 blah. Those photos are pretty amazing, dude. Hey Jancy, thank you so much, man. I read your comment by the way. I read it 2 times. Hey RP, Sujivan, thank you, man. These days, M session is really tricky. A lot of moves outside when time doesn't support. I agree with Ravi. Most of the time, it doesn't give me the entry opportunities. That's the most weird thing, actually. Like yesterday, I was like interested to take that fall, if you guys remember. Yeah, I think it was that area here somewhere. I don't know where was that. I think I went somewhere else. Yeah, there. I was interested to take the sell from there. Just market didn't give me the entry. I was in live until here. So that was my selling opportunity from here. This candle closed, tap to this gap. I'm going to take the sell for the sell side liquidity here. It just didn't give me the entry. Again, over here for today, I had no way to take entry from that area. So when I found the trading opportunity, it didn't give me the entry. I'm cool with that. Now, no trade is valid to me. It is going to work, brother. I don't care. You can go for the trade. I don't care. If I would love to take a trade, I have to see this market to go higher and trade this gap. After trading this gap, more importantly, if it can take this high, then I'll start to look for sell. As long as it's not going to happen, I'm not going to take any short of sell. I'll let this fall to go to trade this line, then I'll start to look for buy. So for me, the bias was bearish, then I'll look for the bullish bias again after trading this line. If it show me the weakness to trade this line, maybe I'll frame another sell. For me today, the trade is valid as long as it's not going to touch this line. If this line is traded, it's been traded already. For me, today's opportunity is gone. So I miss the trade. That's all, unfortunately. Can I enter over here? You can enter anywhere you want. But for me, there is no entry. Yeah, this is what it is, man. So market has been rejected from the hourly gap. Let me show you this beauty. This is not beauty, actually. This is shit. See this hourly chart? I was and okay. Am I disconnected? What the hell, man? Speed is good. Hello, guys. Can you hear me? So we have found this trade, which is a partial trade, of course, and we miss this big fall. But I believe that you have learned that this was not a bullish run. So I didn't give a shit about that run. I told you that where I want to see this market to go. This new day opening gap, more importantly, to this 50-minute gap, which is aligned with hourly gap as well as the opening gap 50%. If it could come over here, I would start to frame the sell. It didn't come over here. I didn't take any sell. I was trying to frame the sell from here. Market didn't give me the entry opportunities. So both sell side liquidity has been cleared. I want to keep this extreme sell side liquidity and this line. I need to take a sell, and for to take the sell, I have to see this market to go higher at least until this gap. More importantly, if it can take this high, then I will frame the sell as long as this high is not going to be taken. So if market fail to take this high, which is the origin high right now, and take this buy side liquidity, because right now I have only buy side liquidity which is over here, I'll frame the trade. Otherwise, if it provide me any sort of bearish order block, From this gap, I'll take the sell from that bearish order block from that gap. It will keep falling, I'll let him fall. No chasing market, no nothing. Simply will do nothing. Yes, we hear you now. We are at 50% of the daily BC. Daily BC. Okay, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. Okay, I didn't see the daily chart. Thank you, brother, for showing me. I don't care, man. By the way, I have to look for this market to come here. This line is a very specific line, 29037.75. So 29037 three quarter should be traded. I just don't know it will trade this line or not. After touching this line, I'll start to look for the buy. So as long as this market is not coming over here, I'll keep looking for the sell. Right now, I want to see this market to go to the deep premium, which is here. Like this area, more importantly, if it can come over here, that is the best case of scenario. So if it come over here, I'll start to look for sell again from that area. No buy is valid to me. I'm not going to take any sort of buy. You want to take the buy, please go for it. This type of run, I'm going to avoid. Then this type of fall, I want to catch. If it provide me the entry, I'll take that entry. For example, it gave me the entry, I took this entry, right? So 1:1, which is 30 handle, was more than enough for being profitable. It didn't give me the entry over here. I'm happy to see that. Otherwise, if it could give me the entry over here, for example, around that area, it has fallen like near about 77 handle. I would get at least the partial, 40 handle partial, something like that. I would get at least the 40 handle partial. I would be happy with that 40 handle partial. It didn't give me, I didn't take it. Tough market is not providing me any sort of entry opportunities. So you guys are getting very angry and not going to push the like button. Please, guys, please push the like button. Please do that. Make it at least 60 likes. Please do that. I'm trying to explain the price action. Now, if the market doesn't give me the entry, it's bad luck. Like now these days on the AM session, we are not getting the entries, unfortunately. But I'm trying to explain you why I was bearish in this bullish market, how long I will be bearish, and after that, what I'll look for. I'm just trying to explain that with step by step with the price action. If you focus to learn, you will learn. I can promise that. If you just focus on entries, you are just wasting the time. It's up to you, man. However, whoever is interested to take the buy, please go for it, brother. I am not interested to go for any sort of buy as long as this market is not going to touch this line. If it touch this line and show me some bullishness, I'll look for that buying opportunity from there. Otherwise, if it show me the weakness, I'll keep looking for sell until this line over here, which is 28,851 even. Okay, so until that area. I prefer to rejection from this line, but if it come over here, I have no problem with that. No audio. Hello, 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 hello. You still can't hear me, man? Hello? I can hear you, brother. Now I can. Okay, okay, okay. So sorry. Why it happened? I also clear. Okay, it's good. Yeah, voice is okay. Thank you, Sharada. I think it's maybe some internet problem, brother. Now you should hear me. It's time to wait. Okay, unfortunately, it's time to wait. I prefer to wait. You wanna take the buy? Please go for it, guys. I would love to wait a bit so that if I can find any selling opportunity, I'll try to take it. Thank you, Sachin. Khalid, thank you, man. Good morning. Who is that? Good Dev. Good Dev. Good morning, man. Thank you, Uchuk, for confirming, brother. Guys, if any of you are interested about Lucid trading, make sure you have to use the code T2Wizard. I'll get some commission from there. Lucid trading is really good. Okay, not bad. It's really good. They have the fastest payout as well. No rejection. Just make sure you use the code T2Wizard. I'll just buy 2 accounts maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and I will try my level best to buy 3 accounts actually, so that I can give you a pro account. Okay, pro 50K account. I'll just do a giveaway. I'll not a promise, but I'll try my level best, man. If you joined the stream and forgot to like, no worries. It's like forgetting where you put your phone. We all do it, but now is the perfect time to remember and hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you, Davim, for reminding them. Let me see how many likes did I get. Okay, 53 likes. Huge likes. Thank you guys for pushing the like button. Don't go for any kind of trade right now. It's my advice. Now is the time distortion. Market is just doing all of this time distortion. Market has opened just half an hour. I have a lot of time, 1.5 hour I have on my hand. So I'm not in rush. I know where the market will go. It will come over here. I know that. So I'm just waiting to get an opportunity to take the sell. Still, I have this sell side liquidity left, which is here, obvious liquidity. This low is also the hourly gap low. So I'm just waiting to see if it can fall over here and give me the selling opportunity. That's all I'm waiting for. Okay. What is pro account, brother? Pro, they have the flex account, they have the pro account, they have the direct account. Okay. So pro account is something where you will have some daily maximum loss limit. That means if you take for 50K account, if you take $1,200 loss, you are not able to trade in that specific day anymore. So something like that. Oh, sorry, not eval. It's in funded account, I guess. In pro, the eval you can pass it by one day. There is no consistency rules. Simply you can pass it anytime you want, just by one day. So yeah, that's for the pro account. খাবো না মা, খাবো না। কি হইছে? Sorry guys, my mother came actually. She was interested to see how I do this live streaming or all of these things. Sorry for this disturbance, man. Yeah, I know. I was just muted. I was talking to my mother actually. I was showing her how I'm doing all of these things. I'll show her how you guys can see me. I was just showing her. Okay. She was so much interested, but she never told me that I wanna see. Okay. So last time when she came, I thought that she's interested to know how I'm doing all of these things. So I just show her. I just shown her. Okay. Sorry guys. I was just muted. So it came to this last gap. I'm watching if it can build any sort of bearish order block here. If it do that, I'll take that sell from that bearish order block. If it doesn't to do that, like so far there is no bearish order block. There is no candle that has traded this last gap, bullish candle. So if it do the bearish order block, I'll try to take the sell from that bearish order block. Otherwise, I prefer to see this high to be taken, not to take this high now, this high to be taken, and then there will be a selling opportunity for this sell side liquidity. That's very nice. Thank you, Sujivan. Any of you would love to take the buy? I highly appreciate to that. Okay. For me, still now there is no selling opportunity. Still now there is no buying opportunity. So I will wait for this market either to build a bearish order block with this gap, which didn't happen yet, or to take this high, failed to take that high, fall again from there. Otherwise, it will just come over here. Then I'll frame the sell from that gap. So now it's time to see if it can build a bearish order block here to give me the sell. This one, if you wanna use this one as your bearish order block, go for it, man. It's not my bearish order block. I can't use this candle as my bearish order block. If you can, go for it, man. Highly appreciate it, brother. Highly respect your decision as well. I am bearish. Still, I want to see this market to fall for this line. As long as it's not going to fall over here, I'll only frame the selling opportunity. See this, it's a short-term buy. Please don't take this buy. Okay, it didn't give me that. But if it could give me this order block to take a short-term buy, that could be a very nice short-term buy until this high over here. If it doesn't, if it fails to build a order block here, it will take this high and then I believe it will fall again. For example, please don't take this buy. I'm not taking this buy. It's not my buy setup for today. Okay. Like for me, I'm watching this market. I would watch this order block. Can it work until this high over here around this area from that order block? I'm not taking this trade. It's not a valid trade to me. I'm not taking this trade. Okay. I'm just trying to show you taking this charity trade. Can you take the sell? I can only take the sell if I see a body close below this candle. See this candle, big candle. If a candle can close below this candle, one tick, maybe this candle closed one tick below this candle, I'm gonna take the sell from this order block. As long as the body is not going to close below this candle, I will prefer this market to take this high and then fall from there without clearing this high. I'll go for that sell from there. What is the best case of scenario? This market will come here, take this high, then it will fall from there. That is the best case of scenario. Why this can't be the bearish word block for an entry asking to learn? Hey Andres, thank you so much, brother. First of all, I'm just going to remove this gap, okay? This gap. I'm just going to keep it here. See this gap over here? This candle didn't trade this gap over here. Even though it has traded this gap, I don't care because this is an indecisive candle. Small body, long wick in both sides. I need a very clean candle like this. How can I show you like this? Man, come on, give me a good candle, candle, candle. Like this type of candle, or this type of candle, or this type of candle to mark it as an order block. And that has to trade this gap. So as you can see here, this candle has trade this gap. Now I'm going to remove it. I'm just watching, okay? If it can close one tick below this candle, I'll take the sell from this order block. So this is gonna be my second trade for today. Otherwise, like for example, the bias, the whoever bias was bullish, they can think about a buy from this order block. I don't wanna see that. I wanna see this to be broken, market to close below this order block, and I wanna take the sell from here by putting the stop loss above the order block, which is nearly impossible for me to do. So I'll put it over there. If the body close below this line, otherwise this entry is not valid. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to do anything except the body doesn't close one tick below that candle. It has to close below this candle. If it happens, I'll take the sell from there. Okay. It has to close one tick below this line. It's gonna be my order block. I'm not asking any of you to follow the things. You can do whatever you want to feel. You want to do. It has to close one tick below this line. As long as it's not doing that, it's not a valid trade. Then it has to retest this order block. The entry is valid to me. I should put my stop loss above this candle. I'm not able to do that because like it's gonna be for 38 handle. So I'll try to take the risk with 30 handle, which is over here. If the body close below this line. And it has to be very immediately, like 1 to 3 candle, maximum 3 candle is acceptable. So by this candle, if it build a order block, I'll try to take this sell. Otherwise this sell is not valid. I don't care. Even if it will fall, I don't care about that. Simple. So the thing I was telling to you, Andres, as the market didn't touch this gap, it can't be the change in state of delivery. It has to have some sort of support. Like this candle, it has the support with this gap over here. So this candle, which has cleared a lot of liquidity as well as trade the last fair value gap, and getting the support from the fair value gap, I want to believe this candle. I'm not saying it is going to work, but I would love to believe this candle as my order block. So let's see, if this candle failed to close below this order block, this entry is not valid. Smoking kills. Don't try it at home. Now this entry is valid. Within 5 candle, it has to give me the entry without tapping to this gap. So without 5 candle, it give me the entry. I wanna take that trade. I wanna make sure my stop. Sorry, I have taken 1:1 partial, which is here. I can miss this trade. Okay, morning session can be missed. Like a lot of time, I can miss the trade. Like here, that's gonna be the partial here, and I wanna hold this trade for this sell side liquidity. Within 5 candle, it has to give me the entry. This is the second trade for today. Partial taken, stop loss at the break even. First candle, second, third, fourth, fifth. Within fifth candle, it has to give me the entry. If this market failed to give me the entry and tap to this gap, that means this candle, thumb, here, came here. This entry is not valid. Okay, now I'm in this trade. Let's see if it can give me at least the partial. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. I want to see this probability to work. According to me, this is one of the best order block. It should work. I'm not asking any of you to go with this with me, okay, with this trade. If any of you are in this trade, you have to take the partial over here. If you don't take the partial over there, you're gambling. And I'm not going to take any risk, or sorry, any responsibility over here. That should be your partial. It has to be your partial. After taking the partial, put your stop loss to the break even. It should be your stop loss to the break even. I don't care it will fall here or not. I don't care about that. All I care, did you clear the partial? Yes. Did you put your stop loss to the break even? Yes. You are good. Let's let it go. If it works, we'll see. If it doesn't work, I don't care. If it build this gap, I want to see this gap to be unfilled. This is the second trade for today. First trade gave us the partial 29 handle, stop us to the break even. Okay. This is the second trade, already gave us the partial for 30 handle. Let's see if it can fall for the sell side liquidity. Stop loss has to be at the break even. I'm trying to show you the logic. You have to understand the logic, guys. If you don't understand the logic, mm, okay, no problem. I don't care. So 46 handles, 64, 46 handles so far it has provided. That's cool. That's good. I wanna see this gap to be unfilled. If it build this gap, by next 5 candle, it should not fill this gap 100%. And this is the last gap. I hope it will be broken and market will keep falling for this line. If I'm wrong, okay. So next 5 candle, one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next 5 candle, market has to leave this gap open. Otherwise, I will wait for a new gap to create and to mark it as an unfilled gap. I need to see this unfilled gap that's gonna give me the confidence market is falling for this line. And I am able to hold this trade by putting my stop loss to the break even. Otherwise, if it is broken, I will start to trail the stop loss. Your stop loss has to be at the break even. Your you should take the partial. If any of you are in this trade, I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. I'm just trying to show you the logics over here. Lol, Titu, smoking and trading. I mean, I can't smoke. I mean, I can't taste without smoking. Unfortunately, brother, I apologize for this habit. And before I open my webcam, I told you guys that if you don't let me smoke, I am not able to open my keep opening my webcam, or I have to take break again and again. I have to take the break. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. Please don't smoke at home, and please don't smoke. Smoking kills. Please. Hey, T2, bro. Nice to actually see after 3 years. Hey, Ben the man. How are you, brother? How are you, man? I love you, brother. What can I say? Beauty of a trade. Thank you, story. I appreciate it, man. Entered at the body of the water block. So you got a better entry. You got a better entry, brother. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm good, bro. Thank you, man, for being over here, man. I was cool, man. Thank you so much for asking that. I'm really happy to see your name again, brother. Got the best entry. Yeah, I agree with you, story. You got the best entry, man. If I were you, I would never put my stop loss over here. I would put my stop loss above this candle. Okay, so I don't want to miss all of this profit. If it reject from there, from this rejection block, and then stop me out to the break even, I don't want to miss this trade. Like it has provided me 100 handle. So I don't see any logic over here to put my stop loss over there. Now I'm not asking that to you. I'm just telling my feelings. I would never do that, but it's up to you. Hey, Haj, but cigar kills more. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, no more smoking. No more smoking. Thanks God, it's not electricity problem today. This is my second trade for today. First trade was here. I clearly told this is my first trade. This is my second trade. First trade gave me the partial, stopped out to the break even. Second trade gave me the entry, partial. Now let's see if it can give me the profit. Okay, I'm not sure that it will give me that or not. I hope I'll get the profit. Okay, I'll be able to write down boom. It's been a long time. I can't write down boom on my chart. So let's see if I can get my boom. If I were you, my stop loss would be one tick above this candle. I'm not asking to you to do that, but if I were you, my stop loss would be over there. Why? Because like if it reverse from there and stop me out here, 97 handle, I don't see any logic to lose all of this 97 handle. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. A bit more. Let me write down boom. Wow. Guys, I want to see the boom on the chat. Please, man. It's been a thousand years. I am not able to see this boom. Where is my target? You guys know that. What is my target? My real target is this line over here. It's not my target, but I don't want to hold my trade until there. I want to hold my trade for this sell side liquidity. I hope I read the market in a very nice way, and there was no if and then. Okay, I just simply say if it come here, build a water block, I will take the sell here. Otherwise, if it is broken, I would appreciate to see this high to be taken. Then I'll frame a trade over there. Otherwise, I will wait for the water block here, take the entry from the water block. I showed you how to look for the water block. It has been built over there. I told you how many candles I'll appreciate it, like to make it as an water block. And here is the target, the main target or the main theme for today. Okay, for today. And there you go. Now, I prefer to look for the buy, but if it show me the weakness for this line, maybe. I don't know what is going to happen. But here, that was my target for today. That line was my target for today. Okay. So I prefer any of you are here will appreciate to write down boom to the comment box. Yeah, I know that I missed this trade. I know I missed this trade. I know missed this fall. I don't care, man. There was nothing. So finally, I saw this, but it didn't take me. It's okay. I have waited for the next opportunities. I got that next opportunity. Market has opened just 1 hour. In 1 hour, I have found two trade. One for 30 handle, one for 113 handle. I believe it's more than enough for being profitable. Now I can see some boom over here. Hey, Story, thank you so much for writing boom, man. Hey, Suzivan, love you, brother. Hey, Marquis, man, I got your water block. Okay, don't blame me for that. I prefer to take the buy right now. Okay, I'm not bearish anymore. Remember that I'm not bearish anymore. You wanna take the sell? Go for it, man. For me, I'm not bearish anymore. I'm interested to see if it can go higher now. But I'm not asking any of you to that. Okay. Hey, Giggle Heart, boom, man. Thank you so much, brother. Hey, Jackie, you're new here, man. I didn't see your name 369, but thank you for being over here. Book, thank you, man. Bim bam bara boom. Thank you, Danchio. I was missing you, man. Did you take that sell? I mean, did you take that sell? We have seen a boom, and now it's time to boom that like button. Please come on, guys. Please push the like button. That's all I ask for. Okay. So 107 people are watching. Please push the like button, man. I'm not asking for your money. I'm asking for the likes only. Big boom. Thank you, Sharada. Thank you, Varinder. Khalid, thank you so much, man. TGF 20% hit. Yes, sir. So now I don't know what is going to happen. I have to wait a lot of time now to get the decision. But if you ask me, I want to take only buy right now. I'm not bearish anymore. I'm just interested to take the buy if it can go higher. Otherwise, I'm wrong. Market want to trade the 30%. I'll let him trade this 30%. But I prefer to take the buy now. Market is trading the 15-minute gap here, also the hourly bullish gap, and if I'm not wrong, it is also trading the daily bullish fair value gap. So yeah. uh, Andre, thank you, man. Thanks for writing boom, man. Hey Rifa, why aren't you placing trades in prof accounts? I told that I need a bit time to cool down, so I'm going to frame the trade, not even the paper trade. Just I'll frame the trade. Like yesterday I was watching all of this fall just by framing all of this fall. I showed you at the beginning of this stream. I was framing them. I didn't push not even a single trade. I was framing them. I was telling myself this is going to be my stop loss, this is going to be heated. I got stopped out, I got the boom, something like that. I was just marking them. This is for me, for my psychology. So I'm trying to get some cooldown. Damn, I gotta catch one of these. You didn't get it, man. Next time. I hope so, man. Pitbull, big boom. Thank you, man. Hey, Donaldo. Thank you, man, for writing boom, man. Hey, G, man. Thank you, man. Feel Boots, bro, you are the best. I'm not the best. I'm just trying to learn it, okay? With the explanation, with the logics over here, with the marking, same things. Sometimes I feel very bad when I miss this type of trade because you guys think so bad to me. Okay, that's why I feel bad. Otherwise, I don't give a shit about them because I know that as long as it's not going to be heated, I'll get thousands other opportunities to take the sell. Yep. But I'm not the best. I'm just trying to learn it. You guys are the best. You have to believe it just. Hey Daniel, thanks for the boom, man. Hey Muhammad Sami, nice trade, bro. Thank you so much, man. Derek, thank you. I am seeing a lot of boom. I'm happy, man. Jingun, push the like, man. Let's go. Smoke now. I'll. Okay. Just let me frame a buy first. Team, thanks for the boom, man. Story, can you explain the last time why you took short over there? Of course, man. Why I can't? When this market came here to this is the new day opening gap, okay, from yesterday. New day opening gap. Here I have the hourly bearish gap as well. So if you go to your hourly chart, you'll be able to see there is a hourly bearish gap. Market trade it, build a 22 YT model. See this low has been shifted over here. Market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap, or in other way, the last fair value gap. Market started to fall and came here, failed to clear this sell side liquidity, which was my extreme sell side liquidity for today. Also failed to trade this 20%, which was my target for today. So I wanted to see this market to fall at least until here. Otherwise, if it can fall here, that is a different case of scenario. For me, it should be traded. So I've seen that market failed to trade this line. Instead of that, it started to go higher. When I saw it is going higher, I need to look for the premium and the discount around this area. Now, I told that the best case of scenario to market come here. I was wrong about that because I didn't remember it has left that buy side liquidity here. Okay, I was seeing this high only. So I was seeing all of these highs. Market has cleared the highs. There was no liquidity left. My mistake again. Okay, I'm so sorry for that. As it left this buy side liquidity here, if it come to this deep premium area, what should it do? Go for this buy side liquidity to be taken. This high that has been built a lot of buy side liquidity around that area. All of these highs are buy side liquidity. If this market come over here, that is the high probability to go for this high. But I was saying that if it failed to take, I mean, sorry, if it stopped here, and then I will prefer this market to take this high and then this high not to be taken. I was absolutely shit about that area because I forgot this left the buy side liquid. I'm so sorry about that. However, if I go with the logics over here about the premium and discount, it should not come over here. The best case of scenario for this market to reverse either from the 50% or from the 6 on 8 level. So this line, see here, 6 on 8 level, that is aligned with the breakaway gap of the 22 YT model as well as the last fair value gap. This last fair value gap is not valid because it's been broken by the body. In other words, this is the order block that has been traded over here. So remember, it failed to trade this order block. So it came back again to trade this order block. Lot of things over here. Finally, I found the order block with the last fair value gap as well as 22 YT model breaker block. I taught you these things. If I miss the trade from the 22 YT model for the immediate reaction, market didn't give me the immediate reaction. I prefer to take the entry from the order block, not from the entry from this gap blindly. I need the confirmation. So this order block has been created over there. I would prefer to take the sell from that order block until this line. So that was my whole thinking process. Here was only area I was wrong. If it would come here, this line, yeah, I prefer to take this high, not to take that high, as long as it's not going to touch this deep premium level. But it would tap to this premium level. I would be wrong over here if I would frame a sell around that area. Because in that type of scenario, there was 90% possibility market will take this high. However, I told that when it came here, I'm preferring to take a buy. Unfortunately, still now I don't have any buying opportunity. Okay. So I'm not able to take any sort of buy yet. I'm just watching the market. If it can provide me any sort of buy now, I prefer to take the buy. Story, if it make any sense to you, brother. Kaboom. Jill, thank you so much, man. Past 2550K and mass profit on TPT Eval. Congratulations, team. Thank you, man. Max profit. Okay. That's awesome, man. Hey, Jill. Kishore, thank you, man. Awesome job, bro. Happy to see you in Suzivan, why are you in this trade, man? Pratik. Pratik. Nice treat, brother. Thank you so much, man. I can see a lot of new names over here. Thank you guys for joining our stream. I highly appreciate it, brother. Leonardo, can you please try to build the buy now? I'm just watching it, brother. I'm not just reading or explaining the price. I'm also watching. Can I can I frame a buy over here? But until now, there is no buy for me. You guys can watch this gap as your inverse gap. I highly appreciate it. For me, still now there is no buying opportunity. I'm watching the market. Can I frame a buy over here? Just watching it. Still now, I don't have any buying over there, buying opportunity over there. Thank you, Story. Love you, brother. What do you want to see before taking a long? I need something, brother. I really don't know what I'm waiting for right now, but I need something that will give me the bullish setup. Right now, I have nothing, okay, to be honest. I mean, of course, there can be a 22 bullish model. That is the, everyone knows that. Like, there is a 22 bullish model. I will just go for that trade. Otherwise, I still don't have any opportunity. So I have to look for every single model I know so far. Can I use any logic over there to take the buy? But like something that market will show me. Look for that. Like for here, I didn't know what I'm looking for over there. As long as this order block or market didn't came to this last gap. So when it came to this last gap, I know that I have to just look for the order block, nothing else. Just the order block. No, not simply nothing else. Simply nothing. But right now, if you ask me what you are looking for to take a buy, I have nothing to say. I will wait for this market to build something, then I will start to explain that on. But except the 22 IT model. That means if it build a 22 bullish model, that is something like obvious. So yeah, except the 22 bullish model, I really don't know what I'm looking for. So I'm just waiting. If it make any sense, man. Uh, Troubles. I will call you Troubles. Okay, brother. It's easier for me. My English is not good. Ibrahim just told me that I told did, so I did a lot of mistake like that. That type of mistake, English mistake, and it's very difficult for me to pronounce you guys your names, guys. So I will just make sure that whatever I can remember, I'm just going to call you like that way. So I will call you Troubles if you don't mind, brother. Please don't mind. Okay, you will understand. I hope you will understand my problem. Let's try a good buy. Yes, brother. I'm just waiting. Okay. If you guys really would love to take a buy from this gap, go for it, man. I highly appreciate it. Maybe this is your inverse gap and you want to take the buy from this inverse gap. I highly appreciate it, brother. For me, still now there is nothing. So I'm not going to frame any trade. I'm only interested to take the buy. You guys remember I was only interested to take the sell until this line has been traded. I'm more interested to take the buy right now. No more sell is valid to me. As long as it's not going to show me the bearishness, like extremely bearishness. So far, I can see this market came to the 15-minute gap. Mm, Failed to trade the last gap from 15-minute chart, but it has traded the hourly bullish fair value gap as well as it has traded the daily bullish fair value gap, if I'm not mistaken. Suzivan talked about that. Yes, I took the entry short from the consecutive order blocks as soon as the open was breached. Awesome, man. That was awesome. Congratulations for the boom, brother. Where should I start learning your concepts? You please go to the YouTube channel and there is a folder named study folder. Okay, there is just three folder by the way. So I actually dismantle all the playlist, but later I separated the study folder only, which is really important. So you can watch the video if it make any sense to you. If you have any question, just join our Discord, which is absolutely free, no payment, nothing, and we can discuss the price over there, brother. If you have any problem. Guys, I highly appreciate if you want to take the buy from here. Maybe it will work. I don't care, man. I don't see anything over here to take the buy. I'm not going to take the buy, okay? You want to take the sell? Go for it, man. I'm not bearish anymore. I'm bullish only. But I need to see something here that will give me the confidence to take the buy. As long as I'm not going to get the buying opportunity or buying setup, I'm not going to take any trade. I hope you'll understand, brother. Just don't force me, okay, to go for a trade. That's all I request you guys. You're most welcome, Bran. Let's try a good buy. Let's see, man, if we can find a good buy. So for today, I have framed just two trade. First trade from this candle, which is from 933, that has given us the partial 29 handle, two tick partial, stopped out to the break even. And the second trade is over here. Except these two trade, I didn't frame any other trade. No trade, nothing. Just these two trade. And that has given us like 113 handle. If I were here, like I'm just letting one trade to go, one contract to go until this line. Otherwise, this sell side liquidity is more than enough. So until here, that was my target for today, which is 148 handle. But I'm gonna keep it over there. If I found a buying opportunity, I highly appreciate it, brother. For me, still there is no buying opportunity. Can you take the sell? No, I'm not interested to take the sell. I will take the sell if I see the bearishness, the weakness of the market. Still, I don't see any weakness over here. So I'm not interested to take the sell. Can the market fall? Of course, it can fall until that line, which is the 30%. But I really don't want to see that. I want to see this market to go higher now to clear this buy side liquidity over here. Even if it doesn't go over here, I will try to frame a buy here and maybe I'll get 50 handle, 40 handle, 30 handle. I'm happy with that. I need a bit more time to see if it can provide me any buying opportunity. By the way, guys, I'm just watching this chart. Okay, so from the micro mini chart, you see here, this is the 15-minute chart. For Nasdaq hourly chart, E-mini S&P or ES, you see here, ES 15-minute chart, YM hourly chart. That's all I'm watching here. And from there, I'm just watching the 1-minute chart. So yeah, I'm not like, going for a huge thing, no, nothing. I'm just watching the higher time frame, 50-minute chart and hourly chart, which is my higher time frame. Like, and thanks to Suzivan because he told me about the daily chart. I didn't know there is a daily bullish fair value gap. So thanks to Suzivan because of that information. I didn't see what is going to happen in daily chart as well. So yeah, I don't want to force a trade. I also don't want to force a trade, Scalpity. Okay, Suzivan, thank you, brother. Let's just wait and see if the market present us with a good buy. Let's see, Leonardo. Let's see, man. 2% to pass account. Pitbull, I hope you'll pass that account, brother. I think today is more than enough. Okay, so don't force the market to give you another trade if you have already built some profit over here. Just don't force the market to give you another trade. At least not today. Wait for tomorrow. I hope that's better. Wait for another opportunities. You don't have CME. You don't have CME. What is CME? Ship, shit. Pingo. Pingo. What is CME, brother? Are you asking about CME data? Like it's the live market, brother. If you're asking about the CME data, it's the live market. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button. Okay, that's all I'm asking for. Just give me the likes. That's all. Nothing else. No pushing. I mean, no payment. No money. Nothing. You don't need to give me anything except just the likes. That's all I'm asking for. Are you a full time trader? I think so. I think so, brother. Nothing compares to wizard reading. Hey, RP, love you, brother. Yeah, data. Yeah, I have the data, man. It's the live market. It is full time wizard. Oh man, I'm full time wizard. Still now there is no opportunity for me neither to take sell nor to take buy. I'm just waiting to see if it can provide me something. For today, the job is done. Remember that things. After the job is done, there is a high probability rest of the time market just keep consolidating. It has a high probability. To me, the job is done over here when it tapped to this 20% of the time. More importantly, today is Tuesday. Now Tuesday has a job to do. What is that? Market has to take previous day high, market has to take previous day low. It has to do this type of thing like previous day high, previous day low is important today. As you can see here, this market, this is a Monday high, I guess. What is the Monday high? I think this is the Monday high. If I'm not wrong, okay, this previous day high is over here, which left the buy side liquidity. If I'm not wrong, this is the previous day low, okay, this is the previous day low. I think this is the previous day low or this is the whatever, this one, any of them are the previous day low that has been cleared over here. So according to the rules, which is the manipulation day, which is actually the Tuesday, market has cleared previous day low. Now it should start to go toward the previous day high. It doesn't need to clear the previous day high, but it should go toward the previous day high. Now, after clearing the previous day low, how long the market will fall? We have already talked about that. That I prefer this market to fall until this line. If it failed to come here, then it will start to go higher from there. If it started to fall and market show me the weakness, I'll start to look for sell again. So it's time to wait. And also I'm waiting to see the London close, the London close reversal, if it can do that. Reversal, London close reversal, if I can find that. Okay, so those people who are thinking about a buy here, they got already stopped out, or they are going to get stopped out over here because they are fast. they were interested to take the buy after this. They reacted with this bull candle. They just reacted with this bull candle. There was no price action that was telling the people to take the buy. There was nothing over here. Just they took the buy because they have seen this type of bull candle and they got stopped. Maybe they will get stopped out. Well, this low will be taken. For me, still now there is nothing. No sell, no buy. I'm just watching. Can the market fall a bit low and trade the 50-minute last parallel gap that I'm going to mark? Go to your 50-minute chart and mark a gap over there. You'll see this is the 50-minute last parallel gap from the 50-minute chart. Okay. So can the market come to this 50-minute last parallel gap? That is aligned with the hourly bullish gap, also daily bullish gap, also this line over here. Also the liquidity has been cleared. Can it trade over here and then started to go higher? Can it do that? For me, still now there is nothing. So I'm not going to frame any trade over here. You found a sell, go for it. You found a buy, go for it. Just don't blame me, brother. I missed the trade because you are talking about buy over there. So whatever you found, just go for that trade. For me, nothing. I'm just waiting. And if you go to your 15-minute chart, you'll be able to see there is a huge SMT with yes, okay. So with yes, there is a huge SMT, like big SMT. I'm only interested to take the buy as long as it's not going to prove me wrong, and it don't show me the weakness to go for this line. Okay, I'm only interested to take the buy. So for the people, they were interested to take the buy. They didn't get stopped out. Actually, it has built the sell side liquidity here. So let me see if I can find something good over here. Are you going to take the buy? Not yet. Okay, not yet. There is nothing. Simply nothing. Market is consolidating. So I'm letting the market to consolidate to decide where it wants to go. Market is in the last macro around the AM session. So let's see if it can provide me any sort of buying opportunity now. Yeah, data. Okay, I have the CME data. Yeah, only Nasdaq, brother. I love to trade Nasdaq. She's my girlfriend. I don't want to leave her. Okay. If I show you this chart, which is like every day it is beautiful, every single day it is beautiful. Like I was bearish today and the market was all the time it was bearish, like almost every day. This chart is much more cleaner rather than the Nasdaq chart. But still I'm not interested to go for the Dow or YM. Instead of that, I want to stay over here with Nasdaq. I love Nasdaq. I can feel her. Okay, unfortunately I can feel her. Like guys, please watch yesterday's live. It was not a big live, and see how I have explained this price action over here around that area, how I have explained and how beautifully it has worked over there. Just the entry was missing over there unfortunately, but exactly the way I was explaining it was working like that way. So I feel like I can feel her, she can feel me. Not yet, but I feel like it's going to build a setup. So I want to see this gap to be unfilled, to work it as a breakaway gap. I want to see like that way this gap to work as a breakaway gap because it left this sell side liquidity. If it closed this gap 100% and then started to go higher, I won't be able to take any sort of trade over here because it left this sell side. I need some gap to be unfilled, like this type of gap. That is a confidence. I told you, remember? If within 5 candle market fail to close this gap, I will be highly confident this market to come to this line. Like as you can see here how it fall because it left that gap open. It was in live market, not as in hindsight. So while the gap was creating over there, I told you about this. So here the same thing. I want to see this gap to be unfilled. Okay, it worked as a breakaway gap. Best case of scenario, it's not even going to touch this gap because it left this sell side liquidity. There is no SMT with anyone. Okay, there's no SMT. So I'm bit confused about these lows. If it fill this gap and then there is a bull setup, I'll miss the buy for sure, 100%, because it left this sell side liquidity here. So if it failed to trade this gap or failed to close this gap 100%, or if it respect the 50% and then started to go higher, I'll prefer to see any sort of buying opportunity while this gap will be broken. Otherwise, I'll let the market to fall and take this sell side liquidity. Anytime it will close above this high, whatever I told you about this gap, I'll try to take the buy from this gap. This is for me. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. Otherwise, if it fill this gap and there is a buy setup, I don't care. I'm not going to take that buy. I'll let the market to fall to take this liquidity, trade this last fair value gap from 50 minutes, and then and only then I'll start to look for buy. That is the only way. Okay. So this 50% is the last line for me to fall, as well as week also can't close this gap 100%. It should leave the gap open, like as a breakaway gap. If it make any sense. I use the SMT, brother. Okay, so this gap is closed. I highly appreciate this market to clear this liquidity now. If the market go higher now, for example, it is coming and taking this high. I'm not able to take this buy as long as this sell side liquidity is not taken. So if this sell side liquidity is taken, then I will start to look for the buy again from this last fair value gap. Okay. So it was building a setup for me. I was waiting for that model. Unfortunately, it didn't do that. I'm gonna let the market to take this low to trade this 50-minute last gap to see if it can give me a buying opportunity. I'm not bearish anymore, so I'm not framing any sell. If I were bearish, I would think in a different way. As I'm not bearish, I'm not thinking about sell anymore. No selling price action I'm watching here. I'm just waiting for taking a buy here. For example, here when it was happening, I don't care which period is respecting, how it is trading. I don't care about that. All I care w- the bearish period, how they are going to be respected and how the market is going to fall. Something like that, brother. If it make any sense. Bro, question: do you still look at hourly when we find that is an important 15-minute chart? Meaning, what's the need to check hourly apart from when messy price action we go up in time frame? If you go to your 15-minute chart, you'll be able to see that leg I'm talking about. It's a messy leg from 15-minute chart. See this leg? Let me actually show you that. See this leg? It's a very messy leg to this 15-minute chart. It's very, very, very messy leg over here, like over here. So I'm bound to look for this hourly chart over here. Just because of that, I'm watching this hourly chart. Otherwise, this 50-minute chart is more than enough for me to look for the run. But as you can see here, from there, market started to run from there, and from there, it's very messy over here. If there was no gap like this, I would go for 4-hour chart to find the opportunity to look for any sort of bullish gap over there. Okay, so the sell side liquidity is taken. Let's see if it can fall over here to this gap. This is the 50-minute last gap. If it make any sense, Ravi. Thank you, brother. That big gap was closed in SP 100. Yeah, it's been closed over here as well. I already blew it. Story. I have told that, brother. Last Friday, not last Friday. I think last or the before the last Friday, which is the hardest day for me. I just blew it. I told that I didn't hide anything, brother. I just told that I blew that account because I was just going for the trade and I just I just keep trading, man. Keep trading with high levels. I don't know what happened that specific day. You remember there was a load shedding and I was just missed that trade on the AM session through my live. If you guys remember, when I missed that trade, something triggered and I just blow that account. And then I just not only that account, I just keep blowing all the accounts I had. Like all the accounts I blew on one day, just by one day. So that's why I told that I'm going to punish myself to myself for next 1 week, maximum 1 week. So yeah, I think it's more than enough. I'll be back again. I'll buy another accounts tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, brother. Thank you. You're most welcome, RP. SP didn't take that low yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, it didn't take. So I have the SMT over here. I'm watching that SMT as well, brother. It would be awesome if it could tap to this 50-minute last gap. Okay. It didn't. That is something I didn't like. That would be awesome if it could trade this last fair value gap from 50-minute chart. This gap doesn't have any value to me. This is the only gap. Let's see. Okay, now I will look for any sort of bullish setup. And I'm going to get the London liver reversal as well. You know, the London close reversal. I hope I'll get that reversal. Okay, let's see. But from the hourly chart, it's extremely bearish, by the way. So this is my last line to think about a buy, and the time is also good. No, the time is telling me to think about a buy because it's the London close reversal. I have the SMT and I have my mid. Yo, कुछ मैं बोलो मैं 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 हाँ बोलो 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 शाबाश guys. If it keep falling for this line, I have no idea how to take this trade. Okay, to be honest, if it really would love to come for this line, I'm not able to take this sell because for me this line is more than enough for the reversal to the bullish area again. If it really would love to trade this line, this is gonna be tough for me to frame a sell over there. So maybe I will quit, not going to take any trade over here. The hourly chart is showing extremely bearishness, to be honest. 15-minute chart is also bearish, and this last parabolic wave is my last line for the bearishness. Okay, so it has already done the job. Let's see if it can provide any buying opportunity now. And it's something good over here. I don't know what. Except 22 YT model, I don't know what type of things I should look for from the last parabolic gap. Water block, I can't use the water block over here. At least not now. There's a big gap. Got to go. Have a good rest of the day, brother. I will see you tomorrow, God willing. See you, brother. See you tomorrow, man. SP took London low from Friday. Yeah, there is no SMT left as well. However, I'm not able to take any sort of sales, so I will prefer to see if it can provide me any buying opportunity. Guys, I'm not taking this, okay? I'm not taking this. I'm just watching this. I'm not taking this trade. Please, I'm not going to go for this trade. I'm just watching it, this order block. According to the logic, this is a really good order block. I'm just watching this order block. Please don't take the trade because I'm framing it, okay? Why I'm not framing it? The only reason is the high of this order block didn't is not actually above the 50-minute last gap. If it was like one tick above the high or exactly with the high, I would frame this buy from this order block. As it is not, it's not a valid order block. I'm just watching it. I'm not taking this trade. This is not a trade I'm going to take, okay? Because it didn't match with the logic I learned for the order block. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay. I was just watching it, okay? If I take it, I'll tell you that this is gonna be my third trade for today. After the two beautiful boom notification this session, can I ask before the next trade, how many handles is enough handles? This is the most important question. How many handles is enough? This is really a very important question. Like this one, 113 handle, this one 30 handle. How many handle is enough? This is the question we should ask ourselves. How many handle is enough for us? Oh man. This is not a swing high, okay? This is just a sideways candle. So I can't see this as a 22 YT model. I don't know what to do, guys. I mean, this swing high is not convincing for me for shifting market structure. This high has traded this gap. I agree with that, but it doesn't look like a good swing high to me. Now market has given me the market structure sheet. I'm looking for a buy. This type of scenario is very tough for me, okay? So I don't know what to say right now. I hope the next candle is not going to build any bullish fair value gap over here. What should I do, guys? Tell me, okay? It's not convincing, okay? This swing high is not, it's not a swing high to me. It's not a swing high. I got the market structure shift, but I'm not convinced by the market structure shift. This is a very tough moment. I mean, this type of area is very tough for me, to be honest. Like if it was a swing high, which is really so beautiful swing high, I would start to look for a buy from this fair value gap. So I would start to call it. This is gonna be my third trade for today. Like over here, I would start to call it like that way until this last fair value gap. But now I'm just confused. What should I do? Now it's your call, guys. Your call, okay? Your call. I'm telling you why I'm not thinking this is a good setup. But I'm looking for buy. I have seen that market has cleared the sell side liquidity. I have seen this market came to this last fair value gap. I have seen this market structure shift. The only thing is not good is this swing high to me. It's not a good swing high to me. So this is your call. This is your call, okay? I have nothing to say about this. If you feel good, then you can go for the trade. Otherwise, let it go, man. It's your call. It has done every single job it has to do. Every single thing is done. Everything is done. Now, like there is just one thing is missing. Just one thing. And that is it's not a swing high that is convincing. Okay. Just the swing high is not good. It's not like it's not good. Okay. It's not a swing high. So that is the only thing that is missing over here. So I wanna say this is your call. I wanna say just this is your call. You take the risk, man. You take your call, man. If it was a swing high, I promised you, brother, that could be that is gonna be my third trade for today. Okay, I am just feeling it is going to work, but I can't frame this trade because it's not convincing to me. Something like that. So that's why I'm writing. It's your call. Like I'm confused. I don't know what to say about this area. Okay, I have no idea what to say about this. I mean, I have a high probability I'll miss this trade in this type of scenario. So it's gonna be your call. If you feel good, then if you wanna take this trade, then try to take the partial over here, put a stop loss to the break even, hold your trade until this last parallel gap. If you don't feel good, don't take this trade. It's your call. By the way, in this type of area, I don't look for the inverse parallel gap. That's something I needed to say you. Like here, no inverse gap entry is valid. Like exactly to this low. Like while the market is falling, see this gap, market tapped to this gap and took this low. I don't care. It is not my inverse gap. I can see it is working so beautifully, but still this is not my inverse gap because this low is not associated with another low over here. So this is not a valid inverse gap to me. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, RP. Like the time is telling me to look for the London close reversal. The setup has given me the market structure shift. The market came to the last fair value gap. It didn't leave any sell side liquidity over there. There is a big, I mean, like some kind of boom. Give me the speedy market structure shift, beautiful fair value gap, immediate reaction. Every single thing is perfect over here, except the swing high. That swing high, I need to mark as my market structure shift. Just this is not convincing to me. I can't look for this as my market structure shift. That's why I'm saying it's your call, guys. If you feel good, go for this trade. If you don't feel good, just don't go for this trade. Your call. I have nothing to say around that area. Like here, I'm confused. If I'm confused, I just don't take that trade. That's all I do. But it's up to you guys. You know what? It is maybe it is going to work. See this high and that high. It built the buy side liquidity here. It's not my trade. I'm just saying it's your call. If you feel good, go for this trade. If you don't feel good, don't take this trade. It's up to you, man. So ask yourself, should you go for the trade? Are you like something like you have to take a trade? If you're not, you don't need to take a trade right now, or like you're not like do or die situation, I prefer not to take this trade, even if it works. I don't care. There's nothing wrong if it fall a bit here. There's nothing wrong though. Like it built the buy side liquidity, so I believe that it will go and take that buy side liquidity, but it's still. That line should be the last line for the fall. If this market really would love to go higher, this line should be the last line for fall. It should not breach this line. Yeah, it took me. It didn't work, guys. That's why I'm just saying that I'm not. I don't know what to do over here because this is not a valid market structure shift over here. I'll close it because I told that it's not my trade. I'm not going to take this trade. I'm not preferring to go for that type of trade. That's why I closed it over here. Don't say that, brother. You framed that trade and now you're saying it was not going to work. I just told you that I'm not happy with this setup. The setup was not convincing to me. Just because of that, I removed it from there. There is a daily BC low at 945, 945, 945, 945, which is aligned with the 50 minute here, right? This is the 50 minute last fair value gap constant crossment as well. Let's see, brother. It's broken, so I don't need to keep it. Yeah, I think it will come over here because it's showing the all of the bearishness. I have no idea how to frame a trade here, to be honest. Like, I can't take the sell, first of all, while it is trading the 15 minute last fair value gap. As Poner has told, there is also the daily bullish fair value gap. It was also trading the hourly gap. So I have no idea how to frame a trade around that area, to frame a sell setup around that area. Maybe this market is interested to fall for this line. I have to let this go. For me today, The target was until this line. After this line has been traded, I don't know how to trade any. I mean, how to frame any trade over there. Okay. Overall bearish respecting the premium PDRS. I agree with you, brother. The bearishness is respecting, but I can't go against the bullish PDRA. That's the problem. See here, this is trading the 50-minute last fair value gap. So it can be rejected from this line, which is the 50%. It can come to the lower quadrant, it can come to the low, or it can simply tap to the high and start to respect from there. So as long as it's not broken, I can't frame any sell over there. I mean, to be honest, when it came here, I'm done for the day. I really don't know what to do then next. I will keep looking for the buying opportunity if I see some good setup over there. Until now, there is not even a single bull setup to me. So it is bearish. I have to let them go. Because if I am interested to take the sell, I will frame the sell from either from here. If I miss it from there, like as I was waiting for this gap to be traded, so I missed this fall from there. So I have framed the sell from there. So I missed the sell from here. I framed the trade from there. I don't care about that. But now when it tapped to this line, I have just no idea how to frame another trade here. So yeah, it is respecting the bearish period. Maybe this market is interested to trade this 30% level, but I can't go against this 50-minute last fair value gap. My problem, guys. So if I am here, I will keep looking for the buying opportunity. As long as I will not find any setup or this type of confusing setup, I will just let this market to go. Maybe I'll miss the trade. I don't care, but I'm not able to take any short of sell. Okay, unfortunately, brother, it has a high probability to keep falling until that line. It has a high probability. Still, I can't frame the sell. I hope you'll understand my situation. Why I can't frame the sell. If it make any sense to you, by the way, what is the best model I can learn? 22 YT model, 2022 YT mentorship model, Muhammad Sami. That is the best model. That is my base of learning ICT concepts. I love 22 YT model. All the order block I framed. See this order block trade I framed. It based on 22 YT model. This setup I framed here. It's based on 22 YT model. Like yesterday, I showed you all of this setup 22 YT model. So that is the base of my setup. Okay, I framed the breaker block, and I keep saying that like I never failed of that order block in life. I have framed a lot of time the breaker block, but today I didn't have the opportunity. By the way, and I keep saying that it's not going to be broken. Okay, like I never see it failed. That breaker block I get from 22 YT model. So everything I get of this learning price action based on 22 YT model. So in my opinion, or if you ask me, I will tell you to go with 22 YT model. There is a video in our YouTube channel. If you go to the study folder, there is a video called 15 minute to 1 minute. If you watch that video, you'll understand what I mean to say or what I told you over here. 902921 is the first presented fair value gap 8 May. It reversed from. Okay, there is also a bearish fair value gap. That's good, man. Thanks, brother. Speak again soon. By the way, we had bullshit CPI candle today. I have seen that, man. Seen that. Like when I see this type of candle on CPI, I feel very, very bad because CPI is something that is 99% guarantee give me the profit. 99% of the time, like 99.99% of the time, it will give me the profit. But when I see this type of candle, 830 candle, I be very frustrated over there. See here, this market is respecting the 50%. Like go to your 15-minute chart, you'll be able to see what I mean to say over here. The 50-minute candle is respecting this line. I don't know. 1 minute is a see you, brother. See you, man. See you next day, man. Muhammad Sami. Thank you, man. You're most welcome. Guys, I'm just done for today, okay? Because I don't see any logic over here to stay around this area. I have to wait for the lunch hour to understand what is going to happen around the PM session, and then I will talk to you through the Discord. Okay. So around the PM session, if I see something good, I'll talk to you through our Discord group. Uh, something if I see something good, need to explain then. But if you ask me, I'm only interested to take the buy. I'm not interested to take the sell. It will keep falling. I'll let him fall to until this line before framing any buy. Otherwise, if it started to give me the buy setup, I prefer to take the buy like until 11:30. If there is a bullish setup from 22 YT model, best setup, like you already know that how to look for that best setup, the market structure shift. If it happens like that way, I will prefer to take the buy. Like it's 11:21 right now. I don't see any logic to stay over here right now in front of my chart. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Until tomorrow, cheers, guys. Yeah, cheers, guys, and see you around the Discord group, guys. Bye bye.